Next up, I want to welcome Christian Seifer from Microsoft. And if you didn't see this online or in our Discord, on February 16th, Christian and the Microsoft 365 Defender Research Team published an article detailing how you can use Forta to monitor EOA activity involved in phishing attacks. And I think you actually profiled the BadgerDAO attack in the piece, but presumably this can be used sort of more generally. So we're excited to have Christian here to talk with us today about using Forta to monitor for phishing related activity. So Christian, welcome, and I will pass the mic to you.
Right on. Well, thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Great to be here. Well, let me introduce myself, give you a little bit of background. So I currently work at Microsoft in the Web 2 world. My entire career at Microsoft, I've been working in the security field, primarily focusing on detection and prevention of threats that impact our customers, both on kind of the web, endpoint, and now I lead a team that focuses on social engineering attacks. So we're supporting a variety of products wherever you can imagine social engineering attacks to occur. So that's primarily email, web, and then Microsoft Teams. And I've been interested in crypto for a while, and I'll talk a little bit about the work that we've done with Forta. But when I kind of go over it, I will draw some parallels and also contrast some differences between kind of Web 3 security and Web 2 security, because I think that it's interesting to look at that. It seems like history doesn't quite repeat itself, but it seems to tend to rhyme in this space as well. So kind of let me give you some background on kind of how I came across Forta and also this particular attack. So I've been noticing last year that there's a tremendous amount of hacks that are happening, billions of dollars getting lost, and so I've been monitoring rec.news that kind of aggregate these attacks, and noticed that there was one particular attack, the BadgerDAO attack, talking about phishing. And so I was quite curious to understand how that works. With that, doing some web searches, I came across the Forta contest that you guys held back in December, January timeframe, and thought that would be a great way to learn more about the attack and really get into the nitty-gritty details. And so I've created an agent on Forta that identifies the BadgerDAO phishing attack. Let me kind of outline briefly kind of how the attack works. So seemingly the attacker compromised the BadgerDAO front end to then inject scripts that would essentially grant token approvals to the attacker address. They did that over a period of, I want to say 2-3 weeks, where they essentially randomly injected these scripts. They even had some logic that assessed essentially the victim's assets to determine whether they want to inject the script or not. And so they kind of accumulated a whole bunch of token approvals. And then after 2-3 weeks, they essentially said, now I have enough token approvals. I'm going to transfer all those tokens essentially into the attacker wallet. And that happened within a period of a few hours. And so that kind of outlines the phishing attack. The Forta agent would allow us to monitor the token approvals as well as then essentially the transfer events.